Hey guys, this is Alex on behalf of Mako Sports. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Nike Lakota 2. Alright, first things first, we're going to be going over the aesthetics of the head. Obviously this is the second rendition of the Lakota. The first Lakota did really well for Nike. So the differences between the two is that, I'll start with the first one. It was very aggressive, everything was very pointed, very in your face, I guess. With this one, it still has that same sidewall strut, face shape-ish, but it's a lot more toned down, a lot less aggressive. The face shape is definitely wider. It still has the same two sidewall struts, and then another major difference I saw is in the sidewall holes. The first one had kind of pointed, rhombus-shaped sidewall holes. Now this one has essentially the same. This is a 1, 2, 3, I guess a 4 rhombus still, but they're not pointed. The edges are rounded. So what that means is that when you go and you string your last knot for your channel, it's not gonna rip your sidewalls. Going forward, it also has a throat jewel on here and has a little bit of texture, just like some little tiny aesthetic things, and then 2 screw holes. So yeah. Going over the scoop, it has similar features to the first Lakota, except for the Lakota 2 has a more, less pointed, more relaxed scoop, in that the first one had a big point on it. But the issue that we run into this is that although it is an improvement from the first one, it has a very awkward angle of attack. And what I mean by that is that you can see here, as soon as it offsets, it goes straight here, and then the scoop dips down. So unless you have a really insanely fundamental ground ball where you're almost knuckles to the grass, parallel to the ground, this head's really not gonna work well with you. It's not gonna work in your favor in regards to ground balls. Going over the durability, this has definite obvious improvements from the first Lakota. The first thing that juts out to me is that it has thicker plastic, and then that also comes down to the thicker, more reinforced sidewall struts here. Another big improvement that they made is that this one is wider. In the first Lakota, I strung a lot. It was a very popular head. That's why I'm referencing it so much. But the first one, it would hourglass right here, right in the middle. But since this one is wider, you're really not gonna run into the issue, not as fast at least. And then the initial stiffness of this, just from the grip test, it really reminds me of a Stallion 700, which is a very durable, very high quality head. Face off essential, no. So going over the stringability of this, as I previously said, it's pretty similar. It just has a lot of very needed upgrades. So the top string holes are very evenly spaced. You can get a nice 9 diamond top string on this, no problem. And like I previously stated, that the sidewall holes aren't pointed. They don't come to a sharp edge. And what I mean by that is that they're rounded, so it'll give a lot less stress and abrasion on your sidewall strings. With this, it has, in the first one, it had like this annoying gap between that second sidewall strut. This one kind of has it, but really not that much. Stringability on this really shouldn't be a problem. And what I like about this is that it takes some of that, the old STX technology where you can fit two loops through it. So if you wanted to do an SI, you could like really yank that down. Or if you wanted to pull like a 1 to one of these holes, you could put essentially 2 singles in one hole. So that works out well. And then the what I really like also is that it's a clean transition from that last sidewall string hole to this bottom string hole. So you, as TJ did right here, there's no really awkward transition. It just smoothly goes from the sidewall string to the bottom hole string. So I think that's a really clean look, and TJ executed this perfectly right here. The weight of the Lakota 2 comes in at 5.1 ounces or 144 grams. This, it's not featherweight, but it's not like a cinder block heavy. Right in the middle, it shouldn't have too much issue if you've been using any of the MIDI heads that are on the market right now. It's right in the middle, shouldn't have any problems with it. The retail value of the Lakota 2 comes in at the industry standard $90. The recommended positions for this head are going to be attack and midfield predominantly. Now you could put this on a pull since the face shape is wider, it is stiffer, but as we previously stated, the scoop, if the scoop gives you kind of, issues on a short pull, it's going to be amplified on a long pull. So use that at your own risk. I would predominantly use this at attack and midi on a short stick. So this has been the review on the Nike Lakota 2. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and we'll be sure to put up more content for you. See ya. Going over the Scoop, it is similar to the first rendition of the Lakota, but the first try of it was, God, idiot, speak! Yay. So that's the review on the Nike 2. That's the review on the Nike 2. Why can't I speak?